We're in.
We're in. Hey. Hi. I'm Donna.
And I'm Nadine.
And welcome to Teach People How to Treat You. And today we are going to talk about how to deal with high maintenance people in our lives. Yes.
And we all have them.
Yes, we do.
Donna in particular has...
a plethora.
She's so loving. Everybody wants to be with you.
Oh, come on.
So,
thank you.
What do you do with those people, Donna?
Well,
how do you teach them to respect your space?
Well, usually it takes me a while, but I have learned over the years just to be direct. The bottom line is I need to be direct, and I have, but in a very loving way, because I don't want to hurt people's feelings, and I want to be there for people. I do, and that's, I mean, I've got great friends that are there for me too, like Nadine. But what I've found over the years is that I've allowed that behavior to happen. I have maybe been too accommodating by putting myself on the back burner. And not I don't want to say not loving myself, but possibly that is not loving myself, because I have wanted to love other people and make sure that they're taken care of before myself. It's really weird because I would even feel like, okay, I can do this for me, but not until I do all that first. And usually it's taking care of someone else, whether it be my kids, friends, family, a lot of family members. You know, that sort of thing, or even work, like, okay, and so I've had to, once again, take a step back, take a breath, and realize that the only way that I am going to survive, and it's also good for the other person so that they can survive too and stand on their own 2 feet, is for me to communicate and to set my boundaries. And so...
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. Anyway, I'm just kind of doing this because Nadine, that's one of our favorite words, really, is setting boundaries. And both of us, right, have learned to do that. And I've had to, it hasn't been easy, but I've had to have that conversation with people by saying to them, I do love you, and you have to know that I'm here for you, and I will do the best I can, but there are limits, and I can only do so much in order for self-preservation. Otherwise, I'm not good for me or you or anyone else. And I've had to have that conversation. Like I've literally said, I'm only going to be, if I'm available at these certain times, or, if I'm not getting back to you, please understand why I'm not. And then sadly though, there's been times when people don't really get the message. And then I've had to really distance myself. And it's sad to do that. And sometimes I've had to let friendships go along the way. But honestly, there's only so much you can do and you can give of yourself until there's nothing left. So we have to do that as well. And I guess that's teaching people. And if that person really wanted to be your friend and really loves you and wants to continue having a relationship with you, they'll modify their behavior and they'll tone it down a bit.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And so that's where I always say that's how you find out who your real friends are. Really. And that goes for family too. You find out who the ones are, because if you're worth it to them, they're going to change things up a bit.
There are people out there that are energy and life suckers and they will take advantage. And all of a sudden it's like you're their possession, and they infringe and impose on your time because you maybe have been too available for them. And I say too available. You thought it was reasonable, but all of a sudden it was maybe in abundance. And now they're taking advantage of you, and they expect to be included in every aspect of your life. Like, oh, hi, so-and-so. Yeah, I'm just having coffee with Donna. Well, I didn't invite you because you don't even know who she is. Or, everybody, we're going out for dinner, family dinner. And then they go, oh, what can I bring? No, it's a family dinner. So the setting of the boundaries, and because otherwise, right, you're running on empty.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't have anything left to give to yourself. And until you give to yourself first, this is not you. You can't give to anybody else. And we've learned this over the years. I used to run on empty. I had no energy left because, like you, I was handing myself out to everybody. Oh, that sounds so bad.
No. I know what you do. Right? Yeah. Never saying no. Back to the never saying no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And overcommitting because you don't want to hurt, you don't want to disappoint. And then you go home at the end of the day and you're like, you've had the life sucked out of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you're just, I mean, just walking up the stairs to bed sometimes could be an effort, right? Like you just drop. And I agree with you 100%. And the thing is too, what I wanted to talk about, how about in relationships, romantic relationships, right? Like, so when the other person is high maintenance and needs you there for everything, like, I mean, everything, that's the other thing. No, the answer is no.
Okay. So, right. Yeah. So what do you do? Like, that person loves you, you love them, but they're making you crazy.
Mm-hmm. Because how
do you put that distance in there?
Once again, you got to spell it out. I think it comes right down to just saying it. And also, and sometimes when people don't get it, to me, it's always, you got to follow through. If you say it, then also follow through. And then even if it comes down to phone calls, we've talked about that before, with a cell phone, just not answering, letting it go to voicemail, sending out a message saying, I'm not available all the time. Or I'm finding or even as I said, in a relationship where someone maybe constantly needs you emotionally there for them too, that is so draining. So that's where
that friend that calls you every hour. Like the minute that there's a shift in their life, they call you every hour, and it could be good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah, but you have to just make it clear. And you just have to say, hey, there's, and just to say too, there's stuff going on in my life too. It's not always just about the other person. And that's the thing too. It goes back to, who do we want to have around us, surrounding us? We want people that reciprocate. That's my word, as you know.
Because I can't say it.
And that's what we need. We need people to give as much as we're giving, or maybe it doesn't even have to be as much, just not always taking, just don't always take. And so once again, it's communicating to them through your words, through your actions, making it clear. Always do it, I always say, in a loving way. And if the person doesn't get the message, if your boyfriend doesn't get the message, and this has been going on for a long time, and you realize that you're losing all your energy and your zest for life, then maybe it's time to reevaluate that relationship. And sometimes we have to say goodbye to those ones.
Or maybe those relationships are costing you other relationships.
Yes.
Because that person has clung on to you. So
yeah. So that's how I deal with high maintenance people. But it's been a long road. It's taken me a long time to get there. So hopefully you could do it quicker than we did. All you younger people.
Just identify it. You can see that coming like a freight train.
Yes.
At some point.
Be aware of the signs.
And watch for the signs, and then set your boundaries if you want that person in your life, and whatever that looks like for you, you communicate it. And then they can choose whether or not.
Yes.
They may move on from you and go cling on to somebody else who's more tolerant.
Exactly.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I like that. Okay, well.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for these topics, these last few that we've had. It's so exciting. They're coming from you.
Yeah, so people
want to hear what we have to say.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I know, it's very cool.
So thank you. Sorry, you were going to say?
Oh, I just want to say, please comment more. We'd love to hear what you think. We'd love your feedback. And we'd love to communicate back to you. We'll send you messages. We'll respond. And, you've got our email address, but you can also put comments in the comment box. And how exciting. So thank you. We also have a Facebook page now. So like us on Facebook.
Please. And share us on Facebook.
Please do. So, we'll get the other ones up and going to Twitter, Instagram. We haven't yet because we're still new, but we do have Facebook. So, thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye for now.